All right, we're going to practice problems using the double negative alert. So all these problems have double negatives. We're going to start with the one in green. 35 minus a negative 5. So we have a double negative alert, so we will circle the double negatives, turn it into a plus sign, and then add. So 35 plus 5 equals 40. All right, let's make this smaller. Oops, get rid of that. I'll put this down on the bottom. So next problem. Negative 100 minus a negative 300. Well, I again see a double negative. So I'm going to circle it, change it to a plus sign. So change both negatives into a plus sign. And actually, I'm going to rewrite the problem. Sometimes that helps me see it. So now I have plus 300. So as you can see, now we have negative 100 and a positive 300. If we put those together, the positives win by 200. All right, the next problem we have is negative 8 minus a negative 2. So I also see I have a double negative. As long as there's no number in between, we still consider that a double negative. So I'm going to circle it and change it into a plus sign. And so now I'm going to rewrite so it looks a little bit neater. So negative 8 plus 2. And I'm going to look, I have, let's see, 8 negatives. So my 8 is negative and my 2 is positive. Who wins? The negatives win by 6. All right, last problem. We have 7 minus a negative 10. So again, double negative alert. I'm going to circle the negatives, change it to a plus sign, and rewrite my problem. So now I have 7 plus 10. Well, positive 7 and a positive 10, put that together, and that's 17. All right, I also wanted to point out, if we look at these three problems, 3 minus a negative 5, I do see a double negative alert here. So I would circle these and change this to a plus sign. So it would be 3 plus 5 is 8. For the second problem, right here, I see negative 15 minus 10. So this would be a negative 15. And I'm going to use the subtraction sign and call it a negative. So that makes the 10 a negative. So I have negative 15 and a negative 10, both on the same team. So I have negative 25. This is not a double negative because there is a number in between. So this is not a double negative alert problem. For the third problem, negative 4 minus a negative 5, I do have a double negative here. There's not a number in between the negatives. There's one set of parentheses here, or one parenthesis. But there are two negatives without a number in between. So I would circle it here, and that would become a plus sign. So I'd have a negative 4 plus 5. So a negative 4 and a positive 5, and that would equal the number 1. All right, I hope you understand double negative alerts a little bit more.